Hey everyone, today is July 28th, 2023, and it's a pretty rainy day. At least it's not coming down that hard. Right now we're on our way to drain a flooded street that I just drove through, and I just went down to the end of the road. Now I'm turning around. I was hoping the rain would be a little lighter. It's about the same. Could have got worse, but it didn't. Saw a bunch of deer. This area's had a lot more deer in the past year for some reason. Usually this area was always more moose. You would actually rarely ever see a deer, but lately there's been a lot of them. So we got to be more careful now as far as them, because they're the ones that'll just jump out in front of you. For some reason they think your vehicle is a predator and they'll try to zigzag right in front of your way. So today, this is actually the biggest flood I've ever seen at this location. The pipe is usually fairly easy to unclog, so not really a problem there. We can probably literally get the blockage out in like 5 minutes. And then with the excess water, it looks like there's more water than normal. Maybe it's just from people driving through it, making the hole deeper. But even with the excess water, it should be completely off the road in like 20 minutes. And it should be completely receded in a couple of hours. So that's good. And then it'll take at least a couple of days for the beavers to get the water back up to that level with the flow they have. And today's the last rainy day in the next couple of days, so the area will have a bit of time to dry out before they get it flooded again. This road is not being used right now in the summer, but it will be used again next winter for logging once again, when the roads are frozen and they can run much heavier trucks. That's what they're really waiting for. Alright, and here we are. Last time we parked right in here. This is an old gravel pit. And here is the flooded road. You see it's crossing in multiple locations. There's a lot more water involved this time. See? Alright, make sure no one's coming around this blind corner. It's unlikely. Not many people come down this road. So, I guess I'm just gonna park right here. Oh wow. Look at the swarm of bugs out there. I'm gonna get attacked. If you can see those flies out there, those things are angry. Those things bite and they hurt really bad, whatever you call those flies. They're not horse flies, but they're about just as bad. They kind of hurt. I think they can smell the CO2 all over the place coming out of the vehicle. I think that's what attracts them. Just like mosquitoes, you'll see swarms of them around the car also during these times. So I think I gotta grab the bug spray right here. I gotta put that on immediately to keep these guys off me. Alright everyone, I'm out. As soon as I got out of the vehicle, I got attacked by these guys. I sprayed bug spray all over myself, and it's at least keeping them from landing on me. But I don't know if you can see that. They keep landing all over the camera, and they're probably going to follow me down here. So, all right, take a good look at this road. It should drain pretty fast. You see, it looks like a ton of water, but over here, there's not really much coming up and actually crossing. So it should drain pretty fast. And then there's more water crossing right up here. And right here is where we actually got the pipe. Might be a little challenging to find it for the first time because it's so far underneath the murky water. And I got camera number 2 right here that I'm starting up that I'm going to go place on the other side of the road. Woo! Here we go with camera number 2. Let's go place it over here at the exit. The good news is those flies did not seem to follow me. And here we go. Just trying to set the camera up at the moment. And there's the pipe. A lot of iron oxidizing bacteria forming since we were here about a couple weeks ago. Alright everyone, here I am back on the camera number 1. Just gotta find the pipe. Is that it already? Wow, that was super easy. Ah, super easy. Is it going to be easy to unclog it? Beavers usually smarten up and they start building stronger. Yeah, it's a good one. Jammed in there nice and deep. Hopefully we can get it. Wow, nothing's even flowing yet. There, I think we just poked through it. Yeah, I hear something. We got a little bit. Hopefully it just lets loose. That'd be awesome. It let loose, didn't it? Did it? It slid through the pipe, out of reach. Come on. You didn't get stuck, did you? It slid. I can't touch it anymore. Literally, it's not within my rake's reach. Did it get stuck on like a partially crushed part? Maybe we can find a large stick or something to hit it with. I hope it just releases. Cannot reach it from the other end either. Gotta look around for a large stick. I might be able to find one. Hopefully. Nothing happening yet, huh? I'm still gonna keep looking for a stick. All right, everyone. I just pulled out 2 gigantic sticks from the woods. Let's try the shorter one first, which is gonna be stronger. There we go. See if we can reach it and give it a push. Yep, hit it, but barely any wiggle room. Did it do anything? It moved. No. All right, we'll try the big one before we give up. It does not have the structural strength, but hopefully it'll work. We're just pushing. got through it, but it didn't move. We're pushing through it again. Definitely improving, but I'm not even hitting it anymore. But I know it's picking up. There's something else. Oh! Wow, the power just turned on. Look at that whirlpool. We got it, wow! Woohoo! Now I gotta clean my big high boots because the last one we unclogged about an hour ago had moose poop all over the place. All right, that'll drain fast now. Wow! Look at it go, you can see all the current coming over that pipe now. Good thing I went to get that long stick. We got it out. It either got stuck on a joint in the pipe or a partially crushed part. But that is moving so much water right now, and it's a small pond, so that'll be off the road probably in 10 minutes. What time is it right now? It is 3:50 in the afternoon, and I'm gonna stick around here for about 20 minutes before we take off, and we'll see what kind of difference we get. So, looking good. Take a look at what's coming out the other side now. That is some awesome current. Look at that. Blasting off in there. I can't wait to see what camera number 2 saw when the blockage finally got out of there. Just awesome. I gotta go grab camera number 2. Camera number 2 is off. Now I'm gonna sit you guys in the middle of the road and time lapse for maybe 10 minutes to show you it getting off the road. Wow, it's not even going to take 10 minutes. It's going fast. All right, everyone, after exactly 10 minutes, the entire pond has receded off of the road. Now, before nightfall, this pond is gonna lose another 2 feet of water. It's already lost close to a foot of water. And now that the surface area is so much smaller, it'll drop faster, although it doesn't have as much pressure. Look at the sediment on the road. This has been up here a while. The only reason we never put an overnight camera at this place is because it's a secondary pond and there's no guarantee they'll build back that night. And I don't like to leave cameras out for an extended amount of time. I heard this thing all the way back there. It was gurgling more and more. Well, beavers, if they're determined enough, could have this thing plugged in 20 minutes. But the last time we had a major unclogging, I came back after 4 days. It was only like a quarter plugged. So it's not a top priority since they don't actually live here. But they live above it, and there's evidence that they probably live below it too. Lots of beaver swamps. So it's going very good now. I know this is not as powerful as it was going, but here's what it looked like before. And here's what it looks like after. I wanted to show you that during clip too of its maximum. It's not blasting as hard anymore because it was up here into the road, if you remember, even going down there. That's all done too. Here's what the entrance looked like before. And here's what it looks like after, with a big whirlpool. It'll continue doing that for a while. Maybe a half hour actually, until it just gets to the top of the pipe, it'll stop. Look at all these rocks we couldn't see before we started. This is no longer flooding over. Here's what the flood here looked like before. And here's what it looks like after. Completely gone. Those puddles will probably remain until the rain is done, but they'll definitely be gone tomorrow. The beavers, with the amount of water they have, there's no way they're going to get this thing flooded again in just a couple days. But in a week, it's very possible. And here's what the big flood looked like before. And here's what it looks like after. Completely gone. Time to get out of here. Those flies, they're around me, but they're not landing with the bug spray. And I'm glad, because they really hurt whatever they are. All right, good. No more flooded road. And it's time to get out of here. I'm pretty wet, but I'll dry off by the time I get home. Got about a 5-hour drive back, because we're up in the very top of Maine right now. No highways or anything. It's all back roads to get home. I hope today's video was interesting, everybody. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Very tight road. We gotta stay close to the corner, just in case. Just until we get out to the main artery, which is actually still 2 lanes. This used to be 2 lanes. It'll become 2 lanes again quickly when they start using it. But since there's not many people out using it now, it's gonna remain pretty narrow. And because they only plan on using it in the winter, the grass isn't gonna get a chance to get crushed down, I don't think. Because it'll be in hibernation underneath a good layer of ice and snow. And everybody's got to chain up to use these roads. Last winter, they did not use this road at all. The only reason I got a video of draining that when the water was frozen is because last year it got cold early. We came here in December and drained it when it was like below zero the night we slept out here. But the snow kind of held off until pretty late in the season, but the cold was out here. These roads were not plowed last year, but they will be plowed for this season for winter logging. Last winter was actually the only winter I could ever remember where they weren't plowed, and it was a snowmobile trail. And snowmobiles and the groomer, they packed the snow so tight that the road is actually the last spot to melt. So that extended the mud season on this road, making it impassable well into June. Well, I came on it on May, but they didn't open until June for the big trucks, because they would have sank right into the still thawing out road. When a road is still thawing out, there's basically water under the road that had froze, and while it's thawing, you can just sink into big mud holes that didn't get a chance to harden back up after the water and have melted. Glad it's raining. I don't have to wash the truck. Well, I'll probably have to spray off certain parts, but the rain, it'll clean every nook and cranny. Well, to an extent. Definitely don't have to power wash. Look how fast this area grew in from the logging last year because of all the rain this season. It grew in so fast, this area right here. Most of that growth you see is coming off of stumps. I'm just fascinated to see how fast it grew back, because you know, when you cut down a tree, the stump has enough energy to supply the big tree that was just cut down. That's why those suckers growing off of the stump were able to achieve 4 or 5 feet in just one season. The past couple of years, the stumps were unable to regenerate because of the drought, but this year, they were able to take over real good. We got a little bridge coming up. No,